Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Wednesday.
How you all doing? How are you all doing? Tongue tied today. Go ahead and say, hey, hi, what's up? How are
Hey,
you?
everybody.
It's Wednesday. Y'all, I got a little less energy today because I'm missing my tie.
Yes, that's what I got to say, please.
And so we're missing one of our ladies and lyrics. It is just us, me and Diane, the
Yes,
dynamic duo tonight. We're gonna get it done anyway, but we are missing Diane.
missing
We
time. Yep.
wish she was here, but she's here with us in spirit, and
Yes.
she's fine. Just so you all know, she's okay, but she is taking care of some family business. So we'll see her back here next week. But if you're on with us tonight, go ahead and say hello. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
So you all know what happens when Ty is not here, right? That means that Devonia is in charge. So bear with me. I'm going to get us through this show tonight. So bear with us. But we have a
Yes.
good show still. And we're excited about everything that we have going on tonight because Diane came up with a really good idea of what we should do for our show this month. And I'll talk about it when we get to Let's Get Lyrical. But we're excited. I really wish Ty was here because there's some good stuff tonight.
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I miss Ty too. It's like looking and not seeing all of us. It's like
we're missing a piece of us. We're missing a part
yep,
of us.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We're missing
Yeah.
her.
Missing
Missing
her.
her.
Hey, Dan.
Hello.
Oh my
Yes,
God. Yeah.
missing her. So
It feels funny. It feels really
it
funny to be
does.
doing this
It
show.
does. It
Okay,
does.
but it's okay because we're going to be okay, Diane. We're gonna push
It's-
through
We're
because
gonna get
we
through.
have to represent for Ty. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you for shouting out, saying hello. It is Wednesday. It's me and Diane, and we're ready to kick this show off because it's a hot show. Diane, let's go ahead and get started with some good music, real talk with just me and you. But wait a minute, before we get started, Diane, let me just ask you all, since we are missing time. Thanks, Dan. We appreciate the cheerleading. Um, as we are moving through the show, we want you, the viewers, to be our third co-host tonight. That means when we're on a topic and we're discussing things, we want you to chime in with your ideas, your thoughts, so that you can help us with the flow of the show tonight. Cool. Thumbs up, hearts, something like that to say you with us. Give us some hearts. You with us on that? Give us some hearts. Give us some hearts.
Hey,
Hey,
Brenda.
All right, so let's go. Diane, what you got?
Yes.
What we talking about in Chit Chat?
Oh, I like traveling, but I don't. Everybody don't want to go everywhere you go, or some people don't want to go that far. So I want to take some trips by myself. I want to take some trips by myself. And one of the places I want to go to Vegas. And a lot of people say, you can't go to Vegas by yourself because you want to be with your friends so you can have some fun. But I'm a people person. And I think that because in my head, I got this fear because people are saying, oh, you shouldn't go by yourself. I also want to take a trip to the island. I want to go to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to have company, but I'm pretty sure that I would have a ball by myself. I can't think of somebody kidnapping me. What they want, what they want, but
And now, like, wait, okay, so I'm with you all the way with the traveling, but somebody might want to kidnap you, Diane. Have you looked in the mirror? Come on now,
okay,
Diane.
okay, girl. I might want to be kidnapped.
We have to be safe though as traveling solo as
Absolutely.
females still. But I have traveled alone a few times, and I will do it whenever. If I want to do something, I'm going to do, especially travel, because I'm not going to miss out on adventures and experiences because somebody else does not want to go or can't go with me. If you want to go to Vegas and no one wants to go with you, go
So
to
I
Vegas.
have a question. So when you go by yourself, how do you plan that trip? Like, how do you plan going by yourself? Hello. How do you plan? Do you get with other groups of people that's single? Do you just do your own thing?
So Diane, people misjudge me a lot of times because if they see me in a social setting, or if I'm in this type of venue or something, I look like this, outgoing. Yeah, I want to talk to everybody. I am not that person. I am an introvert. And I know it's hard to believe, y'all, but I am an introvert. And so, no, I don't try to talk to people. If people converse with me, that's fine, but I don't try to join groups. So I will tell you, I went to Mexico a few years back by myself. And I traveled there. I went to a resort. I was very intentional about that because on resorts, you have everything. You have your drinks, you have your food, you have your entertainment, you have all of that. Now, that was my first time going like out of the country by myself. So I was nervous or timid about actually leaving the resort, and because you have to be safe. So I didn't leave, but I think the next time I said to myself, the next time I go, I like to do excursions and stuff. I like to do stuff. So I do that on my own, but I don't in my head thinking, oh, I'm going to latch on to some people. And so I'm not here by myself. I read, I went to the pool, I had cool drinks in the pool. I met people, I spoke to people, I had conversations but I didn't like, hey, what are you doing later? Let's meet up. I didn't do any of that. It was just in that moment when I met them, I was at the pool having my cool drink. They were having their cool drinks. Where are you from? A lot of people from Canada. It was really cool. But and I enjoyed it. So do not be afraid to travel by yourself. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
I wanna, just start exploring, let me remember I said I was cutting my hair on the sides, and I did that. And I said I was getting a nose ring, and I did that. I did that, y'all. Could you see it? Could y'all see it?
I
How
don't
many of
think they
y'all
can
can
see
see
it.
it?
Can y'all see her nose ring?
Could y'all
I
see
don't
it?
think they can. I know it's there.
Oh,
I've seen it. Can y'all
yes.
see?
Oh man, yeah. Could y'all see it? It's so
Somebody tell
small. You get
Diane
a
if
big
you can see
ring.
it. Can
Huh?
you see it? It's really cute. I want them to tell you if they can see it because I can't tell. I can't see it. But I've
Yeah, it's
seen
hard
it.
to
It's really cute.
Yes, I did that. I did. And it's funny because it's something that I've been wanting to do for years. And somebody said,
Yeah, we see it.
okay,
So
yes,
you
I've
see
been
it.
wanting to do it. Yes. And I did it. And it's so funny because they say that later on in life, you don't care what people say. And I get it. And I think that I'm really, really there. And I'm doing it, and it feels a little free. Okay, Linda, thank you, darling.
I
Yes.
wonder, when you say that, I wonder how old, what do y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think, or what's have been your personal experience in regards to, hey, I am just gonna do what I want. I don't care what people say because Diane, I think it's like maybe 10 years between the two of us. It's 10 years between all of us. And I feel like that now. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I knew it before you done it. Oh.
Okay.
All right, Valerie. What did you say? Hey, ladies. Oh, hey, thanks, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
And then
Um,
you said, do your thing. Do your thing. Thanks for
I
chiming
felt
in,
that.
y'all, because we need you because we don't have time
Yes,
yet. So thank you for being
absolutely.
our third co-host. We appreciate you.
Yes. I felt this way when I turned 52, but I think it's stronger and stronger now. It's like I just feel a sense of freedom. And I think that sometimes we allow other people, and then people might not even think anything. Sometimes we put these things in our head. What people gonna think if I do this, or what they gonna say. And I wish I felt like this when I was younger. Oh my God. I might have even had a tattoo. I kind of was
You
thinking,
don't have any. You don't have any
no,
tattoos.
no, ma'am. But I've been thinking about a tattoo. Yeah, I know they like, oh my God. Yes, I've been thinking about a tattoo, but this is the thing, is what kind of tattoo? That's my thing. I'm not saying I won't get it. I just want to get something because I gotta look at this.
Valerie said her thing is getting a tattoo too. It's coming soon.
Okay,
Yeah,
girl. Me and
yeah.
Valerie grew up together.
Okay. So you
Yes.
know what? Y'all should go together. Y'all should go together and
She
get your
lives in
tattoo.
South Carolina. Valerie, what do you think
Oh,
about that?
that would
You
have
want
been.
to do it together, girl? We've been friends for over 50 years. You want to do it, Valerie? Say
Yeah, Valerie.
something.
It's a delay, Diane. She's probably typing it in.
Okay.
Valerie, Diane say, tell me something. Tell me. Yes.
Yes. So I don't know what kind, like which type or whatever, but I want to do it. And it's funny because when I was getting this, my son's girlfriend was like, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Please, please, just calm down. I can't even get excited."
Who said that?
Taylor. So when
Oh,
I sat down, yeah, she was just going off. So when I sat down in the chair, I closed my eyes, and then it hurt. It's a little pressure, but I couldn't even get nervous. Maybe I'm kind of glad she did do that because I ain't have time to get nervous.
right. Sound good. Valerie said sounds good. All right.
Okay,
Y'all
we're
got
gonna
a
do that
plan.
thing.
Y'all got a
We're gonna do
plan.
that. We're gonna
Yeah.
plan it and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, my sisters and I, we went and got this tattoo. See, can you see it? This
Uh-uh.
tattoo. Wait. Can I say it?
No,
There
over
it
that
is.
way.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes. So what
Anyway,
it's I can't see what it
it says
says.
sisters. It says sisters. And we
Oh.
all went together. It's a matching tattoo. We all have this same tattoo in the same place, except our butterfly and hearts are different colors. So we all got that different colors, but it's the exact same tattoo in the same place. And so it's the last tattoo I got. And yeah, it's very sentimental to me. And I didn't, y'all look, the other tattoo, I have two others. They're not visible. So when they were like, oh, naming all these visible places, I'm like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. But now it's probably my favorite because it's the most sentimental out of all of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Valerie says she
Oh,
already has an idea of what she wants.
okay, girl, we're gonna have to talk about that thing. Okay. Is it big or small?
You gotta start off small, Diane.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just, and I've been looking at different rings. So I want like a hoop. I just seen so many different kinds. So I know I'm gonna have a different nose ring on when I get dressed, like an
Valerie
earring.
said
Oh,
Valerie
yeah.
says it's medium.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean yours has to be medium. Yours could be small. And yours may symbolize how you feel like you're transitioning. So you feel like
Mm,
free. It could be some words, something. You all could come up with something that's a symbol of friendship. You don't have to or you don't have to do the same tattoo. If you feel more
yes.
comfortable with a smaller, and the other thing you have to decide is where you want it.
I know what it's gonna be.
Good.
I
See,
want
I
to
get
have the word peace. I
there
want to
you
have the
go.
word peace
There you
because
go.
that's for me is what I want to represent is just peace. So
I love
wherever I
it.
look, and in my house is when you walk in, it say peace. In my kitchen, it says peace. I just want to be, I want to be peace. I want to represent peace. When people see and when I speak, I want to be the calm in the storm.
I
So I
love
want to
that.
be peace. And it's not, and even though peace is not something easy to be too, because peace could be confrontational, but I
Yeah.
want to be peace. I do. And I want things around me to be peaceful as well. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the P.
Okay. Where are you
Okay.
going to put it, Diane? Where is it going?
I didn't think at first, I was thinking about on my shoulder up here because I do want it to be visible. I guess, I don't know, maybe right here. I
Mhm.
don't know yet. I just can't imagine if I wanted it on my backside that I'm letting somebody go back there that I don't even really know. I don't think so.
But your
Okay.
backside, meaning your actual backside, or meaning like
My
before your
buttocks,
backside? Okay.
Yeah, just yeah. So I don't know, but maybe on my back here.
That's where I got my first one, right here on my shoulder.
Or
And
maybe
when you wear a dress, I feel like it's sexy, like when you can still cover it. Like if you want to go to work and things like that, you can still cover it. But when it's summertime, you have your back out. I feel like that's a sexy spot.
yes. And you know what? Look, I'm thinking about it because I gotta have the heart. I want a heart in there in the piece. So I'm gonna figure that thing out.
So
Yes,
Diane,
I'm excited.
when we come
Yes,
back next week, you tell us what you decide where you're gonna get that tattoo.
yes, I am, and I'm
But in the
excited.
meantime, that chick chat went by so fast because
Oh my
Diane,
God.
it's time for us to go ahead and get into this song and let's get lyrical. But before we do that,
Yes.
this is what Valerie said. Mine is a symbol of Jesus, and he
Mm.
is a symbol mine on my ankle because guard my footsteps. Oh, I like
Yes, I
that.
like that.
That's good.
Valerie. I
That's
might have to
good.
copy that. I might have to, I like that. That
That's
sounds like
good.
two tattoos. Yes, I
That
like
sounds
that.
might get a two for one. Yeah.
No, not in the same day, no, ma'am. Do they numb you? Let me ask you this real quick. Do they numb you?
Mm, no, ma'am. No,
Oh.
ma'am.
Mm.
And you're not supposed to drink before getting it. So don't go in there trying to let me get drunk.
I heard about that
Nope.
because
So
they
just
said you bleed or something like that.
and before we move on to let's get lyrical, I do want to let you know if you're getting any color shading, that hurt. I'm not going to even say that's the painful part, the coloring. I think I can do all this, a bunch of little needles, but once they shade in, that stuff hurts. But you'll be okay.
Okay, girl.
Okay. All right. So look, exciting. This is what we're doing this week. We decided this month to do movie soundtracks. Oh, wait a minute. Valerie says no color. I heard. Yes, Valerie. Yeah. So movie soundtrack. Diane came up with this great idea, and I think it was awesome and amazing because how many movies have we seen? And like, oh, that has a dope soundtrack. And then you
Yes.
went and bought the soundtrack because it was just like it made the movie. So we decided to do a soundtrack from a movie that we all love. And if Elijah's still on, he'll appreciate this. We decided to focus on the soundtrack from Waiting to Excel. But of course, we can't play all of the songs. Maybe we'll touch on some of the songs. Diane, I don't know if you kind of looked at the song list and kind of looked at some that stood out to you. But it's one in particular that we really want to talk about because we feel like it encompasses everything that the movie is about. And that's Count on Me by Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans. I love it. Count on Me by Whitney Houston, CeCe Winans.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, Diane. I
Yes.
think since this was your idea, I'm gonna let you kick it off, and then co-host. That means you viewers out there, go ahead and chime in as we're talking. But did you like Waiting to Excel? What did you think about that soundtrack as Diane talks to us about that idea and song?
Well, of course, we love music and movies. And when the soundtrack, you always think, I know, I always think about when I hear the song outside of the movie, not watching the movie, I think about the movie. I think about the scene and where it was at. But I think this movie, Waiting to Exhale, I think I watched it again the other day and I was exhaling on through the movie. I just was all up in there. I love their friendship. I love how they were very supportive to one another. Um, and they all had their own experience, of course, with relationships. But at the end of the day, they all was there for one another and just
She said, Valerie said, Diane, that should be our theme because that is us. Oh,
girl, you're gonna make me cry now. Don't make me cry.
hey,
So
my movie. Elijah said.
yes. So the movie had a lot of, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I had written some things down and I left the paper in the office about the movie, because as I watched the movie, I wrote some things down, some key points in that I saw that was in the movie that I felt, um, when there was a scene when the friends were at, I don't remember their names, but it was her birthday. She couldn't even blow the candles out.
Gloria's birthday.
It was Gloria's birthday. She couldn't blow the candles out, but they were just all there, and they had the wine, and they just was, no matter what, they were supportive. And when one of them was getting ready to do something crazy, the other one, came in and was like, fall back. You don't have to do that. Another scene that I love is when Angela Bassett got her hair cut, and her friend's like, "You go, girl. I'm just not gonna cut your hair." But I get it, because hair for me too holds so much. Like, she'd been through so much, and maybe this was not her thinking, but this was my thinking, that I needed to change. I needed to let all that spirit, I needed to just let all of that go. And I have done that before. And even now, even though I just shaved the sides of my hair, I feel like it still was like shedding some things, and just, once again, a sense of freedom. And she got that hair off, honey. You couldn't tell her nothing. And she went to the club, and she was just, what's going on? And I get it, but they didn't really want to be at the club. Well, because it was their girlfriend, they stayed and they supported her. And to me, that's what friendship is about. This song is, I cried every time I hear this. I cry, because my friends are like, not even like, they are my family. They are, and they mean so much to me. Just the words, like, you can count on me. You don't have to be afraid. I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna encourage you until you feeling better. I'm gonna be there even when times are not bad. Just us sitting around, just kikiing, ha-haing, and walking through the sand. I know some of them that's on here know, just some of our experience as a first. It's like, I don't have any sisters. So friends, they're like my sisters. They're my family. And I love hard. I love hard in the opposite relationship with a man, and I love hard with my friends, with my sisters. Yeah, I really do. It's like, yeah, I mean, I had to pick my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love my friends. I do. Yeah. Yep. What Valerie say?
Valerie said that cut let some things go, because something we let grow isn't us. Because something we let grow isn't us. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. And I think yeah, before I get to that particular song, I just wanted to go through some of these songs that's actually on this soundtrack too. Shoot. So shoot, exhale.
Do.
Mm-hmm. This Is How It Works by TLC. TLC also song Creep was on there too, but it's not on the soundtrack. But I listened to it because when they were all dancing together,
Yeah.
so I Creep. Yeah, so that is what was playing. I'm like, yes, I'm thrilled TLC, because I love TLC. And then there's so many good songs on here. Patti LaBelle has a song right here. Not Going to Cry by Mary J. Blige. Let It Go by Tony Braxton. And they played that in 3 different scenes, because I rewatched the movie too. They played Let It Go by Tony Braxton in 3 different scenes. And I thought that was symbolic, because I felt like every last one of those women except Gloria really had to let some things go. Savannah, Robin, and Bernie. they all had to let some things go. So, like Bernie had to let go of the idea of this marriage with her husband, right? And she had been married to that man all that time and given so much to him. Then Savannah, she wanted to hold on to this married man who was never going to leave his wife. And then Robin, who was just looking for love with everybody, but kept going back to that one guy that kept doing Russell, that kept doing it wrong because Russell was fine. And we know how it is to be with that fine man that, that she kept going back to, and it was all toxic. And they kept playing that song, especially during two of Robin's scene. They played Let It Go. And I think it was symbolic. And that scene with the four of them, they played it.
Gloria had something to let go too.
True, you're right.
She had to let go of her husband, and then he had to just come out and say, "Listen."
But not just him. I don't even think she had to let go of him because she would only latch on to him. Her words in that movie, I cringed when I heard her say that. Was he took pity on me and gave me something? I'm like, oh, that just hurt my soul when she said that. Like he did her this big favor. What she had to let go of was holding on to her son to kind of put a placeholder in her life to keep her company. She didn't want to let him go for the opportunity that was presented for him because she felt comforted by his presence in her life. But that man is grown, almost a grown man. So she did have something to let go of too.
Yes, she did.
I love the movie, but I will tell you what I didn't like, what I had a problem with.
Okay, what was it?
Gloria's outfits. I just don't know what they think. What happened with her wardrobe? I was mad. I was just mad. What did she have on in this scene? Good. There were a few hits, but mostly misses. They were mostly misses.
I never looked at, maybe that was intentional.
It was intentional.
They had her looking a little older.
Yeah.
And a more homey. She was she wasn't like the rest of them. They was like, hey, all of them except for her.
Yeah.
She wasn't like that.
But when they went to church, they was on point. Those church hats made me mad. I don't have any church hats. Man, I'm like, why don't I have a church hat like that? Those church hats were hidden.
You got to get you one.
I got to give me a church hat.
You got to get, and girl, let me tell you, they got them out here for you too.
they have.
I'm gonna that song, and you just sang it.
Let It Go.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. Which one was it?
She sang. I'm not gonna cry. Girl, we used to do karaoke, and I have a girlfriend of mine. She used to sing that song. You hear me? Oh my God, she used to sing that song 11 years. Woo, but she was on point too. I love when she got the victory. That made me feel good. I love when she just, not even the part when she burnt up his clothes and did all of that, because I feel like we don't have to do those things. Right. I like when she just was able to have dignity and pride about who she was as a person and go and handle things the legal and the right way, in the in it. But I didn't really care for when she burnt up his clothes. Maybe the other Diane 20 years ago might have, less than that, might have wanted to burn up some things and bleach them.
What I think happens, Diane, in relationships, I think it's like grieving. In grief, you go through these stages.
Yes.
You go through anger, then you go through, I don't know what the next stage, but I know the first one is anger. And she's grieving. She lost something. She lost something that she had all those years. So she went through that anger.
Yeah, it was like a death.
Through the sadness. And then you have to, eventually you get to acceptance, but you go through these series of emotions because you've lost something. And I understand that. But sometimes in anger, you do things that you wouldn't normally do. And I just say, I understand it. I don't think I condone it. I've never, behaved that way. But
you're not like in your right mind. Yeah.
You're not in your right mind. You're not thinking.
She was devastated.
What about the scene when they were in the house and they were all, it was Gloria's birthday, because they had like 3 different scenes in that one. They were doing all these different things during that one scene. And she wanted to get on the phone and call John.
Yes, and they was like, no, don't do it. They
Not
took
all
that
of
from
them,
her.
not all of them, because
What's
Robin
her
was
name?
like,
Robin picked up the, yeah, she picked that phone up. She was going to give him a call. Yes, she
yeah,
was.
it was more of the hurt. That's why she burned his thing. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's another scene that that I really got was on the tip of my tongue that I really, really, oh, when her and Wesley Snipes was when she went to the hotel and she had some drinks and Wesley Snipes, he came and he was talking to her, but then I like that. I like the way they did that. That they wasn't intimate because they didn't need that. They just needed to one another. She needed to be held and he
Mhm.
needed to be holding somebody because of what he was going through with his wife. I kind of really I really like that scene that, and then he wrote her a letter, but they never got back together. But he wrote her a letter and he was just letting her know that, I fell in love with you. It just was so respectful, was so
Mhm.
respectful. And I really like that, that was my movie, boy. It's like, yeah, I paid $3.99 to see that movie.
You could have HBO Max because it was free on there. That's where I watched it. HBO Max.
Look at my face.
HBO Max is free. Yes, ma'am. This is what you have to do. You have to search all of your platforms first before you resort to paying for anything. Because I saw it on Amazon Prime for $3.99. I was like,
Yep.
somebody
Yeah.
else.
I went to Hulu. I went to YouTube. I went to God. Okay, next time I'll try it. But I think the movie, and it was another scene. Oh, when Whitney Houston, because I don't remember their name,
Savannah.
when her mother was talking to her and she said, Ma, I don't want to see him no more, whatever it is. She said, that's a good man. I feel I felt like that's how women was back in the day. It's like a piece of man is better than any man at all, but he's a good man. He gonna leave her, baby. Why you going? He gonna leave, Mama. No, he said you take it. She was pissed with her mother. She had to call and tell her sorry. But I thought that was really. I feel like that just remind me of back in the day. He's a good man.
She
You better
said it.
go.
She said
Yes,
it.
he's a
She said
good
it.
man. What you doing? You're gonna be alone. Mm-mm. No, ma'am.
So
She did the right thing.
what I loved about the movie, I really was looking for particular things in the movie this time. And I was looking for all of the instances where the women were together as friends. So when I watched it, I said, because I watched it last over the weekend, and then I fast forwarded through it today because I wanted to mark
Mm.
everywhere where I saw the women interacting with each other. And it was about 13 scenes in there where they were interacting either in pairs or with all 4 of them together. And so to me, that central theme is what's throughout the whole movie, because it's just like us in our regular lives as women, as we're going through our lives with our husband, our men, our children. We have our girls, right? Our
Yes.
girls who we can go go to the amusement park with, because that's what Bernie and Gloria did.
Yes.
And
They were.
Bernie was venting about her marriage, and Gloria made her laugh because she was upset. Can you believe he got this and that? And Gloria was able to get her to laugh. And she said, don't make me laugh. I want to be mad. And so Gloria was like, no. And so they was sharing a laugh. And I when Savannah and Robin were on the lawn, I don't know why they were sitting wherever they were, and they were talking. and Robin opened up about her personal experience
Yeah, when
with
she had
Savannah.
the
And the very next scene, Savannah broke up with that married man. So it's like they were really affecting each other's life. I love that they went to church together. And of
yeah,
course, when they got out of church, the first thing they said was, we gotta go get something to eat, because that's what we do when we get out of church.
we do. We go get us
We won't
something.
go. We have to go to breakfast. Let's go to breakfast. And that's what they said. Let's go
Yes,
to breakfast. I love that it was just all these different experiences, um, instances where they were together, like in the beauty shop, at the racetrack, in the club, at church, all
yes,
these different scenes
yes,
at home. And it was
yes.
just like, I love that, because
At the
that's
beach.
real life.
Wasn't they at the beach? Was the last scene at the beach or
I think it was at the beach.
or the side of the road? Yeah, it was at the beach. Yeah, that last scene. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and then even when I watched Whitney Houston and Cece's video, in the background, this is a son, in the background, all of the scenes that they showed in the movie, mostly I think with the exception of one, were scenes with the women interacting with each other, because that's what this song is about. Count on Me. And that was what they showed in the background, showing Savannah and with Robin, or Bernie with Gloria. So it was really cool. But looking at these lyrics, count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on me. So let me say, please believe me when I say, I'm going to start with those. Count on me. Like, man, come on. This is love. This is nothing. This is so, I'm like getting out to thinking about it, right? It's just like, man, because let's just be real. We go through these relationships with men, and they can end. Many times they've ended. But at the end of it, you can remember, hey, through this relationship, we were still friends. Through this relationship, we were still friends. Through this relationship, we were still friends. That's still a constant in my life. Through thick and thin, we are friends. I mean, like, count on me when you are weak.
I will be strong. Yes.
When you are weak, I will be strong. And
Yes.
sometimes we need that. We need that. Whoever's out here listening to us, just give us some accounts of who is your friend? Give us your friend's name, or a friend who just, when you think about this song or the things that Diane and I are talking about, who is it that you're thinking about? And what's special about that relationship? Let's share tonight. Let's talk about our friends and who we can count on, because
Yes.
there are people in our lives who've been with us 10, 15, 20, maybe even 5 years, and they have gone through some stuff with us. And it doesn't even have to be things with men. It could be that. It could be parents stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
It could be job stuff. My
Yes.
friend, man, I promise you, they like chilies. My one friend, would be like, hey, I would be like, well, when I was looking for a job, I'm looking for a job, and right now I don't know what I'm going to do, and what I want to do, even where the next step. And she's like, oh, you know what though, you always figure it out, and it always could. But she was just like, girl, please, you bounce back, you got this. And it was like, oh yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, that is me. Just reminding me who I am, and
Absolutely.
and what I've done and what I'm going to be able to do. So that was that's really cool, because she knows me, and we've been knowing each other for years now.
Yeah,
So
and we need to hear, sometimes we need to hear our voice echo back. And that's what our friends do for us, and tap back into our life and let us know, remember this time when you went through this and you got through that, and remember you went through this. You think this is bad? Girl, this ain't nothing. You're gonna overcome that too. We did it too. And I also like when it says, I know sometimes it seems as if we're standing all alone, but we get through it because love won't let us fall. I love that. I love that.
Love. And
Yes.
you know, I'm always talking about love.
Yes.
Love won't let us fall. It's love.
Yes.
I think it's one of the purest forms of love. Friendship is. Let's read a couple of this comment, then we'll go back to that. Is Quisha Joyner, Brittany Lockhart, June, September. These ladies mean a lot to me in their own special ways. They all have been there for me long through some of my darkest time as well as my happiest. Yeah, that's good stuff. Not only your bad time, but celebrating the victories. What about that scene in the courtroom when Bernie won? She
Yes.
wasn't there long.
No,
Savannah
she wasn't. Savannah was right there, right with her. Yes,
yeah,
she was. And she
victory.
went over there and did that happy dance with her. They did it together. They went through that experience together, and they, you know, absolutely. When you're going through, we just knowing that we have people that we can count on, you know. Yeah, that friendship is heavy. Is, you know.
Diane, you have helped me gain some solid grounds in the Carolinas. I thank you. Oh, there you go,
Oh,
Brenda. Yeah.
oh, you're welcome, Brenda. I love you. That's my friend. She has been here for me through some great times and through some dark times. You know, and you know, one thing about friendship, we never know when it's going to come and how it's going to come sometime, besides the people we've known for a long time. We don't know what roles that they're going to play in our life. We don't know why God placed them in our life. But then as time starts going and we start seeing and we say, oh, this is why you're here. You know what I'm saying? And you just look around and just, I know that I'm very appreciative to the people, to my friends that God has placed in my life. They have been there. They have been, you know, and I know that I'm a friend. I'm a friend. I'm solid with that. I'm a friend, you know. Yeah, we gonna rock and roll. We ain't gonna always be happy together, but we gonna rock and roll. You know what
No,
I'm saying? And that's what
no,
relationships are about.
all of them.
You know, when they
Yeah.
perfect, then you better look around. But when something is not right, it's good to come and talk about it, you know. And sometimes I have a hard time with that. Sometimes I have a hard time with talking about it, but it's better to talk about it in the beginning and just, you know, there be hard conversations, you
Why
know.
do you have a hard time, Diane?
I don't know.
You don't like confrontation, really?
No, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say that now, girl. I'm gonna say I don't really like confrontation with my friends. Like I don't wanna
I'm your aunt, but
yes,
I'm your
you
friend
are,
also,
Auntie. I
always.
love you. Yes. Now I'm gonna promise you, her, Brenda, Valerie, I mean the people on here, even my cousin Lynette, they are my friend, they are my foundation. And I
It's
feel that
supporting you, Diane. They on here tonight. It's supporting you. That's friendship.
yes, and Tammy Smith York, let
Tammy
me tell you
washing her
about
hair.
you.
And
She
Tammy,
washing her
Tammy,
hair.
she calling you out. We know you washing your hair.
Yes, and they have been my rock. They know my tears, they know my laughter, and I have a story with each and every one of them that I can say we did this together. You know, it's funny that it's not funny, but I remember I did a speaking engagement in South Carolina, and Valerie lives in South Carolina. I said, well, meet me, and she said, oh, you know, on the beach, and we got a hotel room, and we went. But that experience for that weekend is something that was so dear and precious to my heart because we did something, it wasn't planned, and we just did whatever. But I was able to be me, she was able to be her, and we just getting up in the morning watching the sunrise. Oh, that's what friends do. And me and my aunt Karen and Brenda, we went to the beach and we got up and we watched the sunrise. Those are experiences and times that some people never get to do, but to be able to experience that.
Tammy said, Diane, has been a true friend to me. We have been there for each other for 20 plus years, good and
Oh,
bad.
wow.
One thing she just told me is, girl, we gonna laugh about this one day. And they always comes. I'm so grateful for her. That's funny you said that because Diane just said that words, those words the other day to us, to the entire, yeah. So
Yes, I love
we,
you too, Tammy. Yes, it's friendship is it's family. And Devonia, Ty is not on here, but I'm gonna say something about her first. I met Ty through you, and we started working together, but we built a friendship, and then when I got to meet her, it was like, yeah, but we still built a bond. It was something that clicked with us, that was natural. You was the bridge, but we naturally had long conversations and personal things I shared with her, personal things she shared with me.
Mhm.
And when I never forget when I met you, you was in the classroom. We was going to Ohio. Kareem was graduating. And that was the beginning of our friendship. And I'm more than grateful. I don't even think that you even know how grateful I am to have you in my life. You have been there for me in some dark times. And the thing that I love is that you can share memories with me, that you can sometimes help bring those things. I remember, I think about when we went to see some group and Milton was there. We was at the bowling alley and he just swung in there with us, but we did our own thing, but we traveled together. I mean, you are my sister. You
Yeah.
taught me how to cook on the grill. She is the grill master. She showed me. I had to get the guts this year.
You are not gonna believe it. You're the second friend that I taught how to grill, and I'm not even a grill master in my family. Everybody else grills way more than I do,
Oh,
but you're
they
the
don't
second
know.
friend. So that's
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. You and we grilled on the grill and we had to really actually take almost a whole thing of oil so that the heat wouldn't go out. But I really just want to tell you publicly how much I appreciate and I love you,
Love you.
Devanya.
I
And
love
I
you too.
mean that too.
I
I
do.
mean
I
that.
do.
Yeah.
Don't make me get choked up on this show. I love you too.
Okay.
I love you, and I can't even. Everybody said on here about you is so true. You just are a genuinely good person. I mean, you have the biggest heart, and I like, man, yeah, I love you too. You have the big. I mean, I don't think I know too many people who give and love the way you do, Diane. And you're genuine. It's not even an act. It's just so genuine. So please don't change that about yourself. I don't care what happens. Just please don't change that about yourself because we all and everybody on here, it's a testament to you that these women are on here and they are supporting you. I mean, it is. So I love it. Thank y'all for tuning in and supporting.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Oh man.
Yeah, we have to talk
Supposed to
about
be crying.
that's okay. We can cry. I got choked up too, but I'm not letting the tear fall. It won't fall.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
y'all for tuning in, though. I mean, Diane deserves all those accolades, and she does. She
Thank
deserves
you.
all of it. She is
Thank
so
you.
an amazing person. And I
Oh
love you.
wow.
You are an amazing person, Diane. Even I was having this conversation with somebody in my family. It was like, I just love Diane. I just feel like I know Coach Diane. And Morgan, she's not on here tonight, I don't think, but she watches our replays and she loves just watching. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
thank
everybody loves
you.
Diane. Is your love, your warmth. It comes through.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're
That's
going
what's
to
up. That's what's
transition.
up. Thanks, everybody. That's what's up.
We're
That's
going to
what's
transition. And if you have some really good friends, don't take them for granted. Do
up.
not take them for granted. I've been hurt by women, and once upon a time, I thought I would be friends with women again. But I have. I've been healed. Thank God for that. But for a long time, I didn't even have girl friendships, with women because I was
Mm,
scared. I had been hurt. I had been burned. But thank God he sent women in my life to show me that I can build real, genuine, long lasting friendships. So thank you.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you are the bomb to divine. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on because we're going to talk a little bit. We have like 10 minutes left. We've
Oh
been
my
gushing out
God.
over each other. But let's talk about what's going on. What's our question
What's
tonight?
going on? What's this?
Let's see. Here's our question tonight. What do you do in friendships where, since we want to keep along that vein, right? We're talking about friendships, but what do you do when you're in friendships where you're always giving, you're always the giver? Does anybody out there have anything to say about that? Diane, you and I could talk about it, but what do y'all, are y'all in
Yeah,
any relationship where you feel like you're giving
let
all the
our,
time?
let our co-host let them help us out with this here. We're gonna give them a little minute to come on here and see how they feel. I think that a lot of people have experienced this. Sometimes we give and we give and we give and we give. And I just feel like sometimes you might just give to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have givers and you have takers. You have people that's just takers. That's all they do is take, 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 take. You know? So I think it comes a time in your life where you have to be able to see it for what it's worth, because people also, takers, I feel, also always come with a story. They got a sob story coming from somewhere. They always in need for something. They takers. There's givers and takers always, I'm not gonna say always, but a lot of times they in need for something. They don't have it because they need it and they want it, or yeah.
You say they don't have it because they need it. What do you do when you're always the giver? I think we can look at that in so many different ways because sometimes there are people on this earth where God put you in their life to give,
Mm,
and it may feel like, man, I'm always giving. Maybe they don't know how. Maybe you're the example to show them what it looks like to be a giver. Or maybe they're not in a position to give. They don't know how. It, to me, I think everything is rooted in love. It's just all
mm,
rooted in love to me. And if we come from just a place of love and not expectation, it'll change
that's
the way
it.
we do so much.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
expectation. That's it. Because when you have no expectations, I think it was my son that said this saying to me: high expectations leave big or big disappointments.
Mhm.
Medium size expectations leave medium this size or whatever disappointment. And low and no expectations, you're not going to get. I get that. So you got to kind of take out and just be an example. Because if that's who you are, that's who you are. You
You
can't
are.
allow people to change who you are. And like you said, maybe that's you just being put in that person's life to help them change, or even just outright just help them.
Now, am I saying be a fool? No, I'm not
No.
saying be a fool. I'm definitely not saying that because I need to, clarify what I'm talking about. I'm not saying be a fool or just allow somebody to take advantage of you. I'm saying if you see somebody where, oh, this is a pattern, and they're not trying to, they're using me. They are
It's
using
different.
me, and I will not be used. There is no clear one answer for everything. It just can't be. Everything is not going to fall into this thing. So we have to decipher. Is this an instance where this person is just trying to use me? Or is this an instance where maybe this person just doesn't know, doesn't even realize? Because people can live in an existence where they've been taking on it and somebody's been giving, 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 and they it's like, hey, this is what I'm used to. This family. So I just think it's a situation by situation thing. If somebody is really a user and that's their patterns of behavior, they go around using people. Don't let anybody keep using you. That
Yeah,
means
and you got to get everybody deserve. I feel that everybody can't be put in the same boat.
mm-mm. All friendships are not forever. It's lessons to learn in each one. For the friends that always want to take, it drains you. But folks will only do what you allow them to do. Thank you, Lynette.
Absolutely.
Yep. And
Absolutely.
then a friendship is a two-way street. Yep. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is.
Absolutely.
It
Yeah.
is.
You can't let people, if you are, because we're talking about being a giver, if you are a giver and that's what you do, that's your heart and that's how you are, you can't allow everybody, like you said, it's different for everybody. So everybody can't be put in the same bucket. You
Right.
have to be able to, you can't say, oh, I'm not gonna do that because people ain't gonna take advantage of me.
Right.
Just have to be able to just be and say, you know what, in this situation, they did this. I have to handle them accordingly because everybody is not like that. So we
Right.
have to take and deal with people
Yeah.
on a one-on-one basis.
Right. And what they show you, right?
And what they
You have
show
to,
you can't
yeah.
be the whole bucket. Everybody can't be. It's not fair. It's not fair to the people that are not users. They
Right.
right. So it's not
Right.
fair to those. To me, it's like, so you're not gonna love all of, because to me, when giving is loving. So you're not gonna love all over them because somebody over here took advantage or didn't respect you, or yeah, took advantage of you, took advantage of your giving. But then the person over here is not like that. So you won't give or you won't open up. That's not fair. That's not fair to the next person. So I feel the people in your life that you just have to, everybody deserves a chance and let people show you who they are. So if you're a taker, let me see you a taker. I'm a giver. Come on, taker.
Because your heart, you can be in a situation where somebody is a user or trying to take advantage of you, and you say, okay, you took advantage of me. But when the next person comes along, I'm like, nah, that person took advantage of me. So no, I'm not doing for you because that person
Right.
took
That's not fair.
advantage of me.
That's
That's
not fair.
no,
Yeah, that's
no.
not fair. So you got to be able to be open and allow, just give. Everybody deserves a chance, even friendship. And as time go on, see, time to me says a lot. So as your friendship goes on, you're going to learn the person, they're going to learn you. So you're going to see a pattern. If you kind of always see y'all getting ready to go on, they say, at first,
I left my wallet at home.
yeah, I
For
left
the
my wallet.
10th time.
You say, don't worry about it. I got you.
I
So then
got you.
y'all go out, you have a good time. Then you go out again. My 18, I took the wrong card. Girl, I got you. And then that third time, girl, then that's time for us to have a conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it this time, but I've been noticing the last two times. Oh, hell, make sure that, a matter of fact, before we go out, I'm gonna make sure you have your money. Bring cash with you. I'm just saying, so you got to give people a chance to get there. Within time, you're gonna learn who people are. So yeah,
Right. Time will
I would
tell.
tell the truth. Yes,
Time will tell for that individual person.
right,
You have to be able
absolutely,
to see. People are going to show you who they are. You just have to pay attention. But at the end of the day, you just have to, if you're giving, like Diane said, if you have a heart to give, then don't let people change your heart. You treat that person the way that person deserves to be treated.
absolutely.
That's
Everybody should be treated. Nope, you can't put everybody in the same bucket.
yeah, you can.
You can't. You can't do it.
You can.
So
So, yep, I agree with you. All right, Diane, guess what?
what?
We're at the end of our show.
What?
I know.
We did
Already.
it
We did it without tie. We
without
did it
time.
without tie, but we thank our third call, our viewers.
They did the thing.
So,
They
yes.
jumped in and helped us. Oh my God, we're so appreciative.
We're so
Oh my
appreciative.
goodness.
Yes, we
Yes,
are.
that's what's
So
up.
how do we do? How do we do without Ty? What do y'all think? What how do we do? So thumbs up. We did okay. Give us some thumbs up, some hearts or something. What do you think? Did we do okay? I think we did, Diane. We made it through. That's all we can
We
do.
did.
But
Absolutely.
Diane, we are still asking for our viewers to share us and talk to us about their friends and our theme. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. There you go. Theme song.
Yes. So
I did okay today tonight. I actually had everything
you
going to the
you
end.
did great. You did
All right.
great. She ran the board tonight.
Diane, do you want to talk about the contest then tonight? You want to talk
Okay, I'm
about
gonna try to talk about the contest. Y'all helped us out tonight. We need you to help us out. If you know anyone, even if it's you that write music, come on. We need y'all. You all know us. Come on and call your friends. Maybe somebody might know somebody that's in the music. Don't let me call y'all out on here. Pass this along. We want our own music so we can jam. Like Devonia said, it could be a little reggae. It could be a little gospel. It could be some country music. I don't know if that sounds country, but help us out with our theme song. We really appreciate it. Yes.
yes?
Somebody out there, somebody's watching.
I mean, we're asking because we have not gotten enough submissions, but we know that there are people out there that's creating music and would welcome this opportunity. So you all have to help us spread the word. We have to make sure we're spreading the word as well. But yeah, come on, create a theme song. It could be any genre. So thank you. Thanks for joining us. And you see, without Ty here, we've gone over because Ty would have kept us on track.
Yes, she
But
would
let's
have.
go ahead and sign out. She'd have been like, okay, it's time to end the show. We're out of here. See y'all back here next week on Ladies and Lyrics.
Yes.
When you are weak, I will be strong. Helping you to carry on. Call me, I will.